it's Paul and Brad.
Hey there.
It's a lovely January 27th with a temperature about 87 degrees of Fahrenheit, about 28 degrees of Celsius. It's just a lovely spring day. The birds are chirping, the bees are singing, the hornets are rubbing their thoraxes. Ah, fabulous. Get a load of this, folks. Look at when you're back here, you don't even think that this was a tract home with nothing on it, not a damn thing. It's so special. The specimens here are found almost nowhere else in this county, certainly, but very few in the state of Florida. We are so proud to be able to say we did something positive for humanity. It's like a big frond, big frond. You might not know all these specimens. Back here, Brad's hammering today. This is a huge elephant apple. We have one in the front, and this really took off. It's a good place for it because it's a little messy, but at least here it's going to form very good organic material. You can eat the elephant apple, but it's not really that savory or tasty. But my goodness, what a treat for all of us. Australian tree fern. 2 hurricanes knocked this down, and it's back and better than ever. So yeah, it's really something special. These royal palms were put in as seedlings. Well, I guess it took. Yeah, and sometimes, folks, what we do is, since they give these volunteers, we can tell pretty much what they are by the first 2 leaves. This is from this Arcantophoenix alexandrae, or king palm. If you put this in, you got to juggle it back and forth. This is all money in your pocket. Lovely plant from Queen and forth. This is all money in your pocket. Lovely plant from Queensland, Australia. Never knew why there aren't more of them, but we haven't hit the mother lode. Now here's a seedling of an Arcantophoenix alexandrae I just picked up. It's got its full root system. You just jiggle it in this damp, moist soil, and there you got yourself another tree. And when Paul thinks about what they charge on eBay for this little seedling, this would probably go for $20. It's ridiculous, really. And we got 2 Arcantophoenixes with the root system. They'll be gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Here's a royal palm. That just came. Well, I didn't get that one. Although one loss won't be that bad. Here's another royal. If I can just shake and wiggle, shake, rattle and roll. You want to get as much of the seed as possible with the roots. A perfect royal palm. We have 2 Arcantophoenixes and 1 royal palm. When these get to be any size, this little pack in my hand would probably easily be worth $500 next year, just on eBay. So it's really weird. I mean, like, come on already. There's another royal. That came up real easy. Lee. So there you go. 2 royals, 2 Arcantophoenixes. Here's a loquat, Japanese plum. The soil is so pleasantly moist that it just comes right out. And this gives a lovely, kind of a peach taste, but it's got a big stone in it. It's just, yeah, look at that, a whole root system of a loquat. You buy this in eBay, this would be $59. I kid you not, just with a little dirt thrown around it. I'm giving them away to the poverty-stricken people in our area. Who says that I don't have a heart? And now, another tree that we have that's just taken over here, a Gamelina arborea. This is a nitrogen fixing tree. You get the whole root system. This is deciduous. It'll lose its leaves, but these should be replanted in all wetlands because they're really a great tree for improving the environment, because they do give off oxygen. So just in that little piece of walking there. Now here's the mother lode, and this is what has to be removed because it's just too big. I'm going to give it a little help by prunation, just a little bit. This is a Pelagodoxa henryana. It's from the Mascarene Islands in the South Pacific. I tried to take this out a few months ago, and it looked a little bit too difficult to test. But look at that soil! Whoa, gorgeous, gorgeous soil. And what we have to do is, it's loose now in the hole, although I can see it's starting to form new roots. So But this tree was sold to me by Jeff Marcus at Floribunda Palms in Mountain View, Hawaii. I'm sure whenever you're on the Big Island, stop in to see Jeff. We're earthworms in there. So this soil's been very much made better. Looks like this was going to be part of the pot. Yep. Now the roots have been protected from sun, heat, mud, and rain, and now it's just a matter of loosening a few. This is not ready for taking out. You do root pruning now. So what you're going to do is you're going to just take off one side of it, and then it'll be ready to be beautified. Now I have to watch this because there are some rocks in here. But look at all the lovely new roots that are coming through. That makes it easier for it to be transplanted because we don't have as many roots that are being severed to shock the damn thing. Oh, of course, there you go. Glass rock. That happens. If you love this stuff, you can't worry about little things like that. Behind here is a lovely Licoala grandis, which was probably thrown in as a seedling. This probably needs to be just dug with a hand shovel. This is a lovely Licoala, one of the hardier ones. Does very well in zone 10, but makes a great patio plant too. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. He's too pretty. So he's got all kinds of little joys back here. Happy, happy, joy, joy, as they say. As you know, this is our heart. This is what makes this place different than other places.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure, as Brad said, whispered. So yeah, all these lovely, lovely little rootlets. And it's really, where I had all that stuff in, it's binding. That's perfect that we left it, because now when we do a little light root pruning today, it should be in great shape. This was all hollow afore, and oh yeah, see, this is all going to take. Very, very, it's a happy little plant. This value of a tree this size is probably about $650, but from here the sky's the limit. I hate that expression, but it's true. And what I'm going to try to do is loosen some of these new roots, just so I don't have to cut them. They'll be its main sense of nutrition and support. And I wish our buddy Luke from Michigan was here, from MI Gardener. He loves his plants too, and he's such a good guy.
Yes.
We love you, Luke. We love you. But yeah, this is a gorgeous. Not very few of these available, actually. Jeff in Hawaii doesn't even have these anymore. Oh, look at the lovely earthworm. Oops, he's a happy little fella. I'm a happy little fellow. I'm an earthworm. I prove this. Yeah. Now he's making poop in my hand. The best you can find.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
It's great fertilizer. Worm castings.
It's wonderful.
Seamus talks about that.
Seamus O'Leary, yes. I know. Good old Seamus. Good old Seamus. He's the salt of the earth. The person that he's with is more the pepper. Yep. And they know who they are, so. Yeah, and by the way, a big shout out to Brandon. I hope your day is super awesome. He's Greenie's Garden, and I hope Greenie's okay. Yeah, they're growing tortoises, him and Alicia. Yeah, Alicia, I think that's her. Very sweet girl. She loves him. That he can do no wrong, and she's such a sweet girl herself. The couple is sweet. Okay, now, see, now this is wonderfully moist. Wonderfully moist. Now I just have to find one. I see one right here, it was cut and it's already forming new stuff, so that's great. If I can find one on this other side, one of the main anchor roots, I just will trim that and leave it in the ground for another month or so. Besides, it's February coming up and could get some cool weather yet. I found one here coming out of the tree, so that I can trim probably about out to where this Licoala grandis is. Oh yeah, it's super cool. So I think that we're going to have a beautiful patio plant when this
absolutely.
is on our lanai in Alabama. They'll say, "Oh, boys, where did that come from?"
What is
just something
that?
we had around the house. Yeah. Yeah, I found another anchor root. Yeah, this is not going to have any problem after all. So as long as it's nice, white, and fleshy.
Yeah.
you can really expect it to perform well. Certain palm trees have such a wide spreading root system that they don't transplant well, such as Bismarckias. They'll die when you try to transplant them. This is not that bad, I don't think. He says that now. But this soil is so shallow. All this that was put in here was enriched. This was in pure rock. And this is, I mean, you would never know this is our soil, but it's been completely earthwormed. So it really is looking good. I think this is our sticking area right here. So I think I'm going to work on this and then leave it alone, water it a little bit. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fine. I was worried about it at first. Now I laugh at it. Should do very well. So yeah, Pelagodoxa Pelagodoxa henryana. There's another wonderful little seedling for all of you who like clumping palms. This is a caryata mitis. That should come right out. Fishtail palm. There you go. Beautiful, the whole root system. That's a beautiful palm that has a lovely bifurcated frond, and it just lives a long time without any trouble whatsoever. Fishtail. There you go.
Oop.
All right. I think we're getting some good progress here. That idea of putting the paper towels and the cloths here was absolutely a good idea, because I don't think it would have been this easy to move it around. We got a little foxtail coming out here. Where's that? Nope. An Eureka catechu.
Ah.
Yep.
Yep. Mary's ha ha.
Yeah, Bloody Mary. Remember, Bloody Mary's eating betel nuts. All those are Eureka catechus. Yep, that's exactly where it bloomed a couple of years ago. And yeah, they get them. You eat them with Piper nigrum, which is the pepper plant. Take a bite of the pepper plant leaf and take a seed with the flesh on it of the Eureka catechu, and you get stoned. It has what they call that, a psychotropic effect.
Yep.
Yeah, neat, real neat.
Oops.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but no, these things I know. Some things I don't know. Believe me, I couldn't hold a candle, not that I'd want to, over Brad's stove when he's cooking, but this is my Vita Loca.
Pretty close.
I guess we don't do this enough. I don't know why we don't. Maybe because we have so many talents that if we spring them all on you at once, you might get intimidated. This way you think we're just one of the boys or girls, depending on what you think we are. And yes, we do both have one. So, anyway.
All right.
Oh, yeah, so that's a boot. I'll tell you what, I'm so surprised that this healed so fast. I think I found it. It's a big son of a gun. Yep, I'm just loosening it up. Yep. Somewhere between there and here is another anchor root. Got the whole thing. Yep.
Oh, very nice, son.
I'll say.
Yep.
And I know all you members at Patreon are going ooh and ah right now. This is the kind of stuff you get to see. And there's no bullshit here. We're pretty real. It's not all about dating. Life is more than just dating. You may quote me.
I shall quote you.
Yeah, so there we go. See, now it's starting to give a little more. Give a little bit. 5. Yeah, and I think I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. We're going to finish this up probably next week. I want it to loosen up a little bit so I don't break anything. It's very healthy, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
So why run the risk of being hasty-pasty as my
And I'll show you right here in the middle.
Yeah.
There's a new frond coming right up, a new spike there.
Like Spike Lee.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yep. Very nice.
So
all right.
we look at this almost every morning.
Yes, we do.
So, and there's a spotlight on it. So we'll come back to this. We'll revisit this issue. What I can tell you is this does not need a 20-gallon pot like I was planning. 7 should do.
No. Probably 10 would take care of it.
Probably, yeah. Australia. So folks, this is Paul and Brad wrapping it up on this fabulous late winter day where it's almost 90 degrees, I think probably we will be back to this Pelagodoxa henryana next week to extricate the last two leaves, or excuse me, the rooting, the anchor roots from it, and we'll then patch this stuff with some good. We need to get some sand also, because this is not the best draining stuff. But yeah, it's working out well. Love yourself as you always do, and enjoy the beautiful springtime weather when it gets to your area, because it doesn't get any better than this. And take care of yourself, because you're the best person who knows yourself. So always love yourself. Take care now.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And thank you for subscribing to our Southern Front Porch. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.